Right, definitely a moment PWHL fans have been waiting for. The teams in the league, as of this morning, have unveiled their official team names and logos, and it's exciting. So joining us now for a look at the Toronto and the rest of the league, I suppose, is Natalie Spooner of the now named Toronto Sceptres. What do you make of this? Is this Sceptres, like, did you have a sense of what the name might have been, or did you have some suggestions? What are your thoughts?
I mean, the PWHL, they put out a few little hints.
They sure did, yeah.
So the royalty kind of thing, but you know what? I didn't guess Sceptres, but I'm really excited by it. I think when I think of a scepter, there's so much power and strength in that, and so, I mean, getting to kind of feel like you're holding a scepter, you're royalty, and we're really hoping to be the next, royalty in Toronto and bring home a Walter
dynasty,
Cup here.
right?
Yes,
It could be a dynasty. It's interesting, I was saying earlier when we got the names and the logos that for us as anchors, it was strange last year. Just we had to keep saying PWHL Toronto. It doesn't necessarily roll off the tongue as well as an actual team name. From a player perspective, what's it like? Sort of, I play for the Sceptres rather than PWHL Toronto. Like, what does that mean to you?
I mean, I think it's really something that can kind of bound our team together now. We have a team name to rally around, but also for fans. I think fans also wanted this to happen. But at the same time, I think about our year one and being PWHL Toronto, people got to know about our league. And people now know, about the PWHL having that been in all of our names. But I think it is fun to have a name finally. And I'm sure there's going to be, so many little kids and girls with like scepters in the stands.
Yes,
and,
I can imagine the merchandising.
I think there's a lot of things that are really cool that our team can do with it and kind of run with.
For sure. The color scheme I like as well, the blue, the white, the gold, really fascinating here. When you put on a team jersey, playing for a team, representing a team, how does that feel? And especially with the specialness of the PWHL. I mean, now you've proven this is a viable, excellent league.
Yeah, I mean, I think proud is really the main word. I mean, I grew up in Toronto, getting to play for my hometown team. There's nothing better than that. And I guess whenever I think of Toronto hockey, I also think of blue, and we were blue last year. So to be able to carry those, same colors forward, but just to add a little bit of gold because everyone likes gold.
For sure. It's that royal touch too.
Yes, the crown, the scepter. So I think it's a lot of fun, and I'm just excited to now have a team name and be able to represent that and bring the Sceptres to Toronto and bring a cup back.
What do your fellow Sceptres think about it? Have you managed to speak to some of them?
Yeah, I spoke to some of them. They're excited too. I think we were kind of just really highly anticipating this moment to hear what the name was, because we actually didn't know beforehand either.
Oh, you didn't?
We didn't.
So you just found out today
we
or
found out
yesterday?
at the same time.
Okay,
so really just getting to see everyone's reactions and the excitement around it, but also to see all the other team names. I think we had no clue either what the other teams.
It's interesting, the diversity of logos and names and color schemes, isn't it? Because we were sort of running through all 6 of them today, and it's really it's a nice sort of rainbow of colors and styles, isn't it?
I think it's great how they really took the time they needed to really develop logos and names that really represented the cities. And with us, we think of Queen Street, we think of Queen's Park. There's so much history here that's regal, and I guess Toronto is the center of the universe, right? So we are kings and queens here.
We certainly feel that way,
but getting to then see the other names and how they are so connected also to those cities, I think they're perfect, and I can't wait to play against them.
Now, Natalie, speaking of playing, we of course saw what happened to you in that game in the playoffs last year. That was just so awful to watch. You've been really open and public about your rehab, on Instagram. I've been following your story. How are you doing? How's it all coming along?
It's going well. Obviously devastating at the end of the season to have that happen, but knowing that I had the summer ahead to work hard and get back for the season. The surgery went well, and now it's really just rehab every day, trying to get a little bit better, a little bit stronger again, and really it's just now strengthening and normalizing my knee. But good news is I get to start skating this week, so
that's good.
That will be a lot of fun. I'm excited for that because that's probably the funnest part of rehab.
That's really good. I can tell our audience too that when Natalie came up the stairs, you didn't have any trouble. Sometimes those 3 stairs, if you've got a bad injury, that could be dicey. So listen, good to see you as a member of the Toronto Sceptres. Natalie, thanks for coming in. You're welcome, of course, here anytime. So enjoy the new colors, the new look.